I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Pour my beer down the sink. I've got more in the trunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. And I'm going to be drunk till the next time I'm drunk.
Guys, gal, what are we looking at today? This is another one sponsored by, in case you know who you are, in case you're watching, it's sponsored by, but he's not here. Sponsored by Matt. Arizona Premium Spiked Beverage. Real brewed green tea, ginseng and honey, and then kind of outweighs all that because it contains 5% alcohol. Whee! That's the bike that Christine wanted for about 5 seconds. She doesn't want that anymore. A Ducati. Well, actually, she didn't want that exact one. That's an 1100. They make like a 650 of it, too. Looks like tea. Smells like tea. And we're 1 minute in, so that means at least 99% of you are still here. Johnny Watson already had to go. I have the laser aim on display to remind you that Jay at Elite Ammunition is selling a very rare one of those. I'll show you the picture. It's on, I believe it's on Gunbroker. Starting at $750. That's the opening bid. Cheers. His was actually owned by Laser Ames Gunsmith with all the documentation. It's a lot more pretty than mine. Mine has been used and loved, and I think somewhere in there someone swapped out sights because they don't look like the one that's on Jay's. Mine look like they came off of a Smith & Wesson, that big orange blade. It's a fun gun to shoot. That's why I personally probably wouldn't purchase the one that Jay has because I already have one. If I didn't have one, I know for a while Jay was interested in a trade. A trade with something that I have. Something that I actually covet even more than a 10mm pistol. Few of you would probably figure out what that is. I mean, there's not like some secret bonus competition. Oh yeah, the motherland, right about down south there on the other side of the border. Had another fine day today. Today was Christine's day off, so I started the morning off by taking her to breakfast. She's like, well, what time do you have to be there? And I'm like, I'm the boss. I'll get, whenever I get there, that's when I'll be there. I mean, I did, pre-approve it with the homeowners, so, it's not like I'm just being a dick and not showing up. He had just had back surgery anyway, so he's already slow on the draw. I do not know where they hide the alcohol. Maybe it's a packet that I was supposed to open and add to it. Yes. If anybody is interested in picking up a very pristine and well-documented version of this, Laser Aim was their own company. Kind of looks like, I don't even know what it kind of looks like. little bit like a SIG and a 1911 had a baby. It's fit and finish. I mean, like I said, this was a small run of these. There wasn't a lot of them, and to actually get a hold of one that was actually owned by the gunsmith is pretty impressive. I mean, I personally wouldn't want to get rid of mine, but then again, mine doesn't have some. Well, I guess I have one that has some out of control lineage, and I still shoot. I guess it's not who I am. I mean, NIHAP summed it up best. It's like, don't to send me something that's in a box with a glass over the top of it and all sorts of incredible. This was like the first one ever made kind of thing. It's kind of like the Bryn 10. Because my problem is if I got a hold of an original Bryn 10, it's going to get used. It's going to get shot. I mean, my 10 millimeter Ruger Blackhawk is an example of that. That was an unfired revolver from 1982. And one of the first things I did, oh, there it is, Sharky, not even trying. Yeah. You know what's scary about this gun? Remember the first time I did that, it was like, it has a block that comes up, and make sure that you don't adios. Wow, yeah, you gotta get the right amount of light there, Sharky. Sharky hanging out with DSD, Dime Store Dolphin. So, she's so hot. Yeah. Little Rock, Arkansas. Yeehaw. Hopefully, I'll have some stuff. Have my pistols coming back. Yeah, that's Jay's on Gunbroker. I would be. I guess there's one way to find out. I would be shocked if there's. I guess I should watch out what I say until I double check, but I guess I'd be shocked if there was another one of those available. Is it just me, or is anything with a computer attached to it to go on the internet like acting really weird today? Doing a search for just for laser aim, and I get a laser and another laser and another laser. What do I have to revise my search to say pistol? I'll do laser aim 10 millimeter. The first one that pops up is Jay's, and the only one that pops up is Jay's. So far, unfortunately, there's been zero bids. One-off collectible. Yeah, that's that thing is pristine. All the paperwork, everything that's yep. So if you're interested, either let me know or get in touch with Jay Wolf, owner of Elite. Yes, just Elite Ammunition. Okay. So on the a backup channel a month ago on Spooky Bloody Mary Mix, Matt Davis says yep. 1 month ago, Cheers Clubbers, George's Bloody Mary Mix says Smile Money. First on Sundays is Smile Money saying first, Bad says indeed. Salty is second, once naked, twice more naked. Miss 27 says thrice naked. J-Dog says third. J-Dog says at home. He's probably at home polishing his new 338 Lapua. I don't remember if he's ripped on me for owning a 7 Psalm or not, but he's not exactly eating on the other end of the food chain by having a 338 Lapua. Picks, or it didn't happen. The problem is now he needs a scope, an ammo, and reloading stuff. All I can say is good luck on the scope. I know your budget doesn't. I know your budget doesn't allow for what should be on that rifle. Maybe I should, J-Dog. Maybe I should sell the Psalm and buy the 330. No, just kidding. I'd like to sell the Psalm and buy a 308. Nice foliage. Smile Money, I still have a $300 bid on the JP. Cheap Old Gun Guy says, I'll see your bid and raise you one copper coin of the realm. 301.
Watch your body! Watch your body! Watch your body!
Yes. And then he says, fuck Kamala Harris. Oh my God, I'm so sick of her ads. Oh, Donald Trump is just trying to give a tax break to his billionaire buddies. I'm for the middle class. Well, why didn't you try your giveaways while you were VP all this time? Why all of a sudden now is there more giveaways? Fuck you, you dumb bitch. Smart Money says, damn, I already gave Eric my supply of Biden coins. This he did. Smart Money, so they made a hurricane so the Democrats could look bad with relief efforts. Well, I'm not exactly sure that was the plan. Maybe to get rid of as many red states as possible. I don't know. Great plan. Wait, maybe they manipulated the global warming so they could sell green energy. Wait, the temperature hasn't really increased. So it isn't cheaper, just make up shit. So isn't it cheaper, just make up shit? And then a comment to himself. Is a hurricane developed during hurricane season and came up the Atlantic coast. Well, that is very suspicious. That is. Hey, aren't they about to run out of letters and they're going to have to start over again? Sharky, did you spot where the bush plane will be landing? Tomorrow money. You mean people will actually view your videos with shooting related content? Imagine my surprise. Mine too. Speaking of that, I think me and Christine need to get off our ass, and I think I'm going to give one of my Patreon members my Mantis Blackbeard. This is an AR-15 laser and trigger reset system. It does not have the X feature, but it works with the Laser Academy, or I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe if you're one of my Patreon members, would this be something you wouldn't mind getting if I throw it in a drawing and promise within the next well, it won't happen this weekend, because this weekend we are going down to Jolson and Teresa's to well, spend some time with them. What got the surge to go down there is Jolson picked up a Honda generator for me, and got it working. What they want, $225 or $250 or whatever, and Jolson got there and the guy couldn't get it to start, so I think he did the forget about it. I'd give you $75, so that's what he got it for. And then got home and sent me a video of it running. Thank you, Jolson. So plan on spending Saturday. We're going to leave early on Saturday morning. The only thing between here and Jolson's is Christine wants me to take her to breakfast at the restaurant in Moose Lake, the Lazy Moose. Really good food. Awesome food. Great coffee. So, Jolson, I'll be getting her in a car as soon as possible. I don't know what time the Lazy Moose opens. Hey, let's try this. Hey Google, what time does the Lazy Moose in Moose Lake, Minnesota open on Saturday morning?
Lazy Moose Grill and Gifts is open on Saturday from 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Thanks.
You're very welcome.
Call me Daddy. Oh, it's the Ruger 338 Lapua. Damn it. What scope is that on there? Question mark. So I'm still trying to find one for the rifle right behind me in the brew review. Nice frickin' and I already know, J-Dog, I already know bullet drop in it is for 223 because I could read that on the side of the scope. But having said that, I guess a scope specifically bullet dropped for 300 blackout is very compatible with 7.62 by 39. Yes. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Richie Poo. Bad says, greetings, Captain. Greetings, Bad. Yes, absolutely. Then he says, looks like YouTube is schooling you on climate change. Oh, did they put a thing at the bottom because I said something? Cobra says, business name ideas round 3. Floor revival. More cowbell floor restoration. No name floor person. Old man and a sander. Jesus Christ. Neighborhood floor guy. Big red floor guy. Din says, may the flooring be with you. Cobra says to Din, floor whore. Slogan is first 5 minutes free. Okay, as full disclosure, up until Christine's, I really liked his up north flooring and, I don't remember, handyman services. Christine came up with $454 floor sanding and more. That was pretty good. And I got the frickin' keys because we just got back from Sammy. Sammy Poos did a little electrical work over there for her. And I got the keys for the Honda, which I do not want the keys to the Honda in my pocket. Yes on the last one, just as yes on this one. Thanks, Cobra. 454 floor sanding and more. I 454. Cheapo gun guy, stop doing what is easy, start doing what is right.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
McLean, bring out the honk. I'm already here, baby. McLean, you've changed, Eric. I know. What happens in Maine, though, stays in Maine, okay? I can't talk about it. Mr. 27 says 21st. Then he says, nice intro, babe. Then he says, nice intro song. Tom with, holy shit, how did that not get the read more button? Must have missed it by one more period. So, you go to Maine for 2 weeks and you do the show from other remote locations. Couldn't you just once do one episode on the shores of Lake Superior? Or maybe do it from the boat on the lake? Some of us have never seen the Great Lakes, but hurry, winter is fast approaching. Well, you can Google it. He's like, what an asshole. And I don't have my boat anymore. And I guess Toby just got a boat. I don't, from the size of the boat that he got, though, I don't know if he'd want to go out on Lake Superior. You don't leave the bay side, the St. Louis River side, unless you feel pretty confident about the weather, which can change in a minute's notice. Tom, how many regular views here would you see an episode from Lake Superior? Maybe feed Matt a bunch of grain alcohol and Kool-Aid. Possibilities are endless. See, I love how these ones are popping up. To me, that look, the one, yeah, okay. I almost feel we need that. And that. Okay, Miss 27, no multi 357 man, double disappoint. Then, we're already in the Sharky. There's still a few. Plus, I got backup stuff, and I got to check this both ways. Sharky says, cheers all, brass destroyer on deck, here we go. Then he says, yeah, I found the Band-Aids in the med kit later when we were drinking. When I was sober at the range, I ended up using some tape and a napkin. Don't know what that says. Anything about my eyes or when you pack stuff brew-wise? Laugh out loud. Well, again, like I said, I specifically asked Christine to get me a big box of Band-Aids that will go exclusively in there. I probably should tear it apart and go through it again. I know like weird stuff. There's an axe, so I could ask you a question. There is a saw with why am I drawing a blank? It has very, very aggressive teeth. So if you needed to get through a limb of a tree, or I guess yourself, that would be bad, I think. That was in there. Other than that, it's mostly med stuff, multi-tool, scissors. Like I said, I just swapped it all out, and I'm doing a little horse trading with Poco, and then after that, Christine. It's probably, you never doubt her, but her suggestion is to take a bunch of the Battle Box and Crate Club stuff and just put like 2 boxes together, or 3, or whatever I need to displace the extra stuff, and just put it on Facebook Marketplace as everything in this box for whatever is going to be a fair amount of money. I don't know. I know I need to, constantly pull stuff out to put in the bottle ship game, which evidently Sharky's the only one playing it right now. I have a pile of I keep forgetting it's got kind of a cool little thing. Pile of knives that need to go into their respective boxes over here, but I was almost thinking, is this riveted on? No. It looks like it has screws, like a regular clip. A regular clip on a, sometimes I can see shit better, right, if I get the lighting right. I can't get the lighting right to see the head, but if I took the 2 screws out of there, because that would, maybe that wouldn't even bother me. And then turned this into a neck knife. This is kind of like my other one that has the ability to do the fire starter stuff. Unfortunately, that is riveted in, but I know they said that the ferrule rod is replaceable. Like I said, it's got a, in case you're not smart enough, it actually, sorry. Yeah. This is in case a liberal picks it up. That's where you'd want to do it, not across your blade. But possibly turning this into a neck knife, that would be okay. I like that. I like the blade on it, like the scales and the liners, and yeah, I know. In case because I actually worked today, and then came home, and I have. My manicurist is supposed to be over at 8 o'clock tonight, but I mean it clips in more than strong enough to actually use it as a neck knife. Yeah, I know. I do kind of like this. Plus, it's got the little wrench area, and not exactly sure what you. Yeah, not exactly sure what you do with the hole. The contour feather from Outdoor Elements. Does it say anything about the VG10 with 5861 hardness, a hex driver, replaceable hex ferrule rod, integrated blade sharpener, integrated rape whistle, pocket clip, length, sheath, weight. No, it does not say anything about the hole. This might end up just going upstairs because I have a rotation of knives. And there's this one, which strangely I like the sheath a lot. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the knife, but I really dig the sheath on it, though. Linen. What did I say? It was paper or linen scales. I mean, definitely not bad when you get two knives in a battle box. And then, like I said in the video, I gave the last one of the Revo. I gave the last one away, but for some reason the one in the tan is catching my eye a little bit more. The blade, I honestly don't know how I feel about the blade design on it, but I'll see. I just decided I wasn't going to give that one away. The knives never end. Oh yeah, Wade said that he liked this one. This one's not bad either. I dig the fact that it's got some weight to it. It feels like there's, actually something in your hand. Sheath-wise, I guess I'd have to wear it to see if it's a side stabber or not. Double X knives. The Bush, baby. I like Bush. Yes. That ass. Sharky says, of course you like little lanyards on your stuff. You're Irish. Then he says, Delta 6. D6. D6 is a hit. Lick it, baby. Then he says, SH, good luck with giving Sam a hand on the deck. Oh yeah, that went perfect. Shored that all up. She did a good job. I just had a little patchwork to do. You give her another frickin' minute and 30 seconds and she thinks it through all completely on her own. I just showed up with some materials to make it happen. If she changes her mind, I can put a long piece back in there, but for right now, I just fixed the shortage, blocked it up. I could stand on it before I did the bracing underneath, and then I took a piece of 4x4 and I cut it for the corner, so when you're looking at the corner, you see a 4x4 going equally in each direction. Then the next tread up, I cut a piece and then cut another piece and screwed them together so that they would sit in the exact same spot. So when you stand back and look at it, it looks identical. Looks like a 4x4 on the second tread, but it's not. It's just a piece of green treat that I put in there. Why, yes. I think I would. Mike says, cheers, bro. Bros before hoes. Din says, and I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling floor sanders. Din, by the power of Grayskull, I have the flooring. You were saying? Matt Davis, seriously, what happened to Matt? Did you disappear him like that other guy that used to be on? No, man, no. Shit, as a matter of fact, I saw him this morning on my way to my job site. He was in his truck smoking. I mean, I got to do proof of life? Should have not deleted the video. Yeah, no. No. There'd never be a video of me shooting that. Well, unless she asked. It's all bedazzled. Matt Davis, does all the salt on your roads hurt the flooring in the homes in Minnesota? Well, I guess if you're like some kind of a heathen who doesn't take off their shoes when they go in. I mean, at winter time, we have a big mat at the not the same mat at the back door, and you take off your boots or shoes or whatever the hell you were wearing, and you don't track through the house. To answer your question, there was an issue one time. We refinished the floors in a major tourist stop down on Canal Park, and the flooring had big gaps in between the boards. And when we put they wanted, that was a water-based job. When we put the flooring, the water-based finish on, it went down between the cracks, and the salt that got packed in there from people coming. I mean, obviously in a business, hardwood flooring in a business, people don't take off their shoes at the door. So over the years, all in the main walk areas, that salt that would have been in the snow that they tracked in from the street got packed in between the boards, and when the water-based finish hit it, all the cracks turned white. And it was like, I mean, they asked what the hell that we could do, and I'm like, well, the damage now is done. The only way that you'd correct this would maybe, if in the first place, would have been to sand it and seal and coat it with polyurethane and not acrylic. So, yeah, that was the one time, Matt, that because of that one situation for me, I can actually answer that question with a negative, Ellie, with a negative end result. Yep. But in a house, no, I've never seen it. Now, on the other hand, down on Park Point, because of all the sand, there's a lot of damage to the flooring because of that. You know, they use sand in sandblasting, so imagine that sand that's always blowing in. I've seen some of the nicest, expensive doors that still could not completely stop a windstorm where sand is being blown at a house because you live on a beach. I mean, Park Point, from the bridge all the way to the airport, is all sand on both sides. And that takes its toll on your floors. Yes. Dot, not feather. Jolson with the last comment. 13 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah. Sharky, freckles and all, going to hell. Good. Certainly enjoying the ride. Jolson says, more cowbell. Okay. I have met my contractual obligations. We are to the bottom of the glass. I usually buy this tea by the gallon jug, and I used to pick up one of them every morning on my way to work. So it tastes just nice cooter. It tastes just like the tastes just like the real thing. Now, I'm going to give this an 8, and it's just because of all of Arizona's teas. It wasn't my favorite, but I thought I had looked at one point in time, and this one was lower in sugars than some of their other ones. At the time, this was one of the only ones that was really available in the big big container, because I like big containers. So I'm giving it an 8, just because, I mean, I should go, just because of what I think of it. It tastes just like the real thing. I mean, for that, I should probably give it more, but I'm giving it a score based on, what I'm actually thinking about it. If there was a whole refrigerator of these, I'd just go grab some more. I mean, it's very, okay, fine, you talk me an 8.5, okay? I'm sticking to 8.5. Something for the club. What's still in here? A Voodoo Ranger? Ooh, yeah. So as we can get rid of this Samuel Adams Flannel Fest, I should have put my jammies on. Not quite ready for that though. I went straight from my job, picked up some supplies at the Christine says the penis store. Christine wanted to go see the grand puppies and Samantha, so I picked up. Well, I didn't pick up. I dropped off the truck and then switched to her car because she can't get in my truck. It's almost worthy of setting up the camera so that you can watch her try to get into it. Oh, and I have been using the rig, and like I said, I listened to Bad Building a Drink, and I did not get the stupid snaps. I got the leather loops, and I honestly think, even sitting in a car, it's on the seatbelt side, so it's not pinching into. No, I find it to be very comfortable. I kind of keep it in that. What would that be? 8 o'clock position, just kind of favoring going back. Try not to get excited, McLean. And so it's got the knife, the flashlight, and the Leatherman Surge in it. And I also keep the little ring. I moved the ring. They had it on the back one. I moved the ring forward, so on my truck keys, which I think I have on me, I have the little multi-tool hook. What the hell is all over this? It's like a jizz on it. Didn't even. See, how does this turn into a... Oh, never mind. So I just hooked that little eyelet. If I can find the... Oh, there it is. Find the eyelet, and that would have worked if I didn't hook the shirt instead. And then I just hang the keys on it while I'm working, and now I don't have to worry about bending over and hearing the truck start. I'd take that. The pistol's okay too. Rolling. I think I will do some. Ketchup over here first. A day ago on the Oktoberfest, on the other. Dang, I missed the club. The Matt, proof of life. The Matt says. Still got some garage beers after the show. I did not have any after the show, but I may have had a few yesterday. Yeah, so well, never mind. I won't be part of the rumor mill. I'll wait until I have full confirmation on the facts for you. But yesterday was kind of cool because it was me and Matt and Dale and Toby. And we were hanging out behind my truck, talking neighborhood smack. And then we decided that everybody needed a beer because we were done with the ones that we had. So we moseyed on over to Matt's, and then Charlie came out and wanted to play some basketball, and me and Matt put the basketball hoop away the other day. So I went and got my two-wheeler, and we put the basketball hoop back out in place. And then everybody but me, I just stood in back with my adult beverage, and I got all the fall balls and tossed them back in, and then I had to come home and make dinner. So yesterday was pretty nice. A light jacket. It's amazing how 30 days ago I could have taken Vivian for a ride in a t-shirt, and 30 days later we're already at 32 degrees in the morning. But as we step towards the weekend, it actually keeps getting nicer. And Saturday actually could possibly be a day for a ride. But I won't be here. I'll be at Jolson's. Din says, pre-show club. Then Jolson says, more... The hell is this? Ha! The delete button worked again. If we find some naughty pictures that somehow made it through, all we have to do is highlight over here and hit delete. Jolson says, even if it's all conspiracy stuff, they never let a good tragedy go to waste. No, they do not. And then Jolson says, well, if the trailer won't work, maybe you need to get a van and then you can stand up in. Then get a ramp or an old U-Haul truck that have ramps, and you can walk up and use a hand truck dolly. Yes. Jolson, just to answer that, the difference between the height of a van and the height of the biggest problem with my truck is because I take the drum sander apart every time anyway. There's no way to carry, the motor on it is just way too big. So I always take the motor off of it and I carry the motor, which actually weighs more than the rest of it. But getting into my truck, it's still higher than my topper. If I would have had one of those toppers that stepped up, that'd be great, all the way until I have a doctor's appointment downtown and it no longer fits in any of the parking garages. So I'm like kind of like screwed either way. Yeah, I am in a dilemma. You know, they have those what is it, the Dodge Transit or Transport or whatever. They kind of look like they're van-ish, and they go all the way up. They have like a big version that I literally could stand up in, and the back floors are not high in those. That's really easy. I mean, when you're talking about you're already carrying it. I mean, you're already carrying the drum sander, so when you get to your destination and you can literally put it down and not have to lift it up, it's a big difference. I'd probably be bitching less if I could set the drum sander down on the tailgate of my truck and just roll it straight into the truck, but I can't do that. I mean, maybe if I took an appliance dolly so that I set it on the tailgate, lay it on its side, and then I can roll it in instead of I can do shit. I can figure this out. I am going to go over, here and on the Oktoberfest Samuel Adams with the Mantis X. I am going to sort by newest and make sure that everybody got the credit. No, Sharky didn't. SH, classic outro poster, you infidel. Huh, Sharky, I found it. He sent me a screenshot of that. Poco, Mr. Solar effed you without intercourse. I don't know about that. I mean, he wore a condom. Okay, trap's clean on this side. We're getting rid of that. Okay, going to the club. 20, well, here, just for the fun of it, I'm hitting the refresh button again because I took care of some business somewhere else. 28 minutes ago, Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, my little Richie Poo. Rich, I miss you. Yeah, I know you have some jobs for me. Christine's like, yeah, why don't we just buy a fifth wheel and get a newer truck? I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I might be willing to use mine. I mean, if I could afford to get another truck, might as well just, use this one until it burns up. Excuse me, I got a cut that's like pissing me off. Okay, so here's the thing. If I put all the floor sanding and stuff. If it was a fifth wheel with the camper area and the toy hauler, you could put a couple bikes and the sanding equipment and tools back in the tool hauler. And just put Chris. Actually, here's a surprise. She is actually fully open on that whole idea. Sell the house, get a newer truck and a fifth wheel, and just put this shit show on the road. NIHAP, are you in? I mean, me and you could work during the day. She can work on her books, and she can be responsible for cooking. She'll have to talk to John Solar and get some menus. Hey, if we have a job where like something that she feels comfortable with, like painting or stuff like that, we put her to work. Cleaning, painting. Yes. Okay. Mr. 27 says, Brew Bomi Club time. Yes, sir. Bad says, howdy, Captain. Bad. Then he says, cheers, clubbers. Checking the trap. Lights green. This one is done. Now going over to the original video. Yes. Yasmin 380931. Sort by newest. Going down the line. Accounted for. Oh, we got something from Wade that got effed. My redneck was showing Saturday after a couple of EMS buddies returned from helping out with some storm casualties and rescues in North Carolina. People still aren't getting support from FEMA that they are promised. I'm talking the basics like food, water, shelter. For every FEMA truck with supplies you see, 10 from churches and towns that are unaffected. Most of the cleanup is done by private citizens and organizations. We have every need if you are an illegal or Ukrainian, but your own people are left to fend for themselves. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Again, that is all on Kamala Harris. The Kamala Harris and Biden administration. You as a citizen, who fucking cares about you? Now, if you're an illegal and, little bastard, if you're an illegal and you snuck across the border, hell, we'll do anything for you. Ukraine, let's just keep filling up suitcases with money and send it on over. Because Kamala Harris does not give a flying fuck about American citizens. And she's shown it for 4 years. So, this is what you want? This is really what you want. I know most of the people that are hearing me say that are like never, and that's because you're smart. But the problem is there's, and all I wish is that I reach a couple of liberals every single video and say, hey, try using this. Because you're going to find out that all of the fucking shit that you've been force-fed from ABC and CNN and NBC, that is all a bunch of fucking lies. Every time I have sat down with somebody and said, what is it that you don't like about Trump? That's a lie. That never happened. That's made up. Hell, that was Kamala Harris herself. Oh, that's a Joe Biden. Yeah. Other than, oh, he's just rich. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good reason. Yeah, you're a smart person. I just don't like him. Sharky at 4810 says a blonde with freckles. Well, that's just a ginger in disguise and twice as bad for your soul. Worth it. And, oh my god, yeah. Oof. Nice. Side boobage. This was the blonde with freckles. I don't know exactly how that worked, but... Okay. Did I heart that, or did I miss that again? Where was that? Yep, I hearted it. Heart. Oh, what's this one? Mr. 27, has your sale been Smile Monkey? Has your safe been Smile Monkey? Klein with one that got fucked. Does hurting my feelings make you feel like a big man? Fuck you, you little pussy. And Cold-Hearted Bastard with his thumbs up and alcohol and pirates flags got fucked like owies. You have a special spot in the YouTube stuff, don't you? Okay. Everything. Well, I didn't check sub comments, but looks like everything got. Okay. Okay. I am caught up. I'm going to hit the button, and then I'm going to hit the button. Nothing. Okay, like I said, you guys that are my Patreon guys, would this be something that you'd even want? It is the Mantis Blackbeard. It is for an AR-15. When you pull the trigger, it sends a laser dot, and this one is a this one was a green laser too, going all the way back to this one. Okay, green laser, and it resets the trigger, so you can just keep firing your AR. You would mostly want to have the Laser Aim Academy. Now, I'm wondering if you can get the software is what you need. You can use any frickin' target. It doesn't take anything specific. The kit is mostly about the app. So, I don't know. But, Patreon guys, yes or no? And if you're really serious about having a very, very limited 10mm in your collection, Jay's Laser Aim is available. Go look, put in Laser Aim 10mm Gunbroker, and you will see his. It is pretty spectacular. Let us get the shiny one out of here. I got to get this back out too. Kind of reminds me of shooting a Sig Sauer. One last check, and then we are gone. Gone by dawn, baby. Okay. I gave you some assignments. I'd really like well, the Patreon guys. So, or someone's interested, check out Gunbroker. Okay, guys. Cheers.